always dancing. Hey, beautiful people. It is Dr. Daryl, and I am here coming to you tonight with some gems. Now, give me a second and let me start my Instagram live. So, y'all gonna see me talking here, I'm talking here, and I'm talking here. But it's okay because everyone deserves to feel beautiful and know their worth. So, that's why I'm here tonight. So, thank you for joining me. Again, I am Dr. Daryl. I am a life transformation coach. I am a vision board expert. I am a best-selling author. I am a confidence expert. That means that I help people to be the highest version of themselves. And what I'm coming to talk to you tonight about is 3 reasons why your subconscious mind is powerful. So first, let me start off by saying, hey, lovely people in Instagram. First, let me start off by saying that your subconscious mind is the key, is the pathway to your transformation of whatever you want to transform in your life. So for me, my realization came about because I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to be healthy. But since then, I have also applied my theory about your subconscious mind. I apply it to everything, my business, whatever I want to improve on. I know that my subconscious mind is the key to that pathway to get to that transformation. And you want to make sure that you are on the pathway, because what we end up doing, we end up making up all these stories in our head about why we can't do something, about why we aren't worth what we know that we are worth. But we say, but no, you have your intuition and say, I'm worth this. And then that subconscious mind just sneaks right on in there and say, well, not really when you think about it. So how can you change that? You need to address your subconscious mind. You need to address that part of you that is responsible for 95% of every single decision that you make, right? Because guess what? He or she is also responsible now for all of the things that you're telling yourself that you can't do. They're doing that. Your subconscious mind is doing that. So the only way you can do that is to change the subconscious part of you. So your conscious part of you is, you listening to me right now, me talking to you. This is my my conscious part of me just talking on the surface. But your subconscious mind, it works in the background. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, I sound like Tabitha. Let's get this popping, okay? So, hey, everyone. Okay, so number one, 3 reasons why your subconscious mind is powerful. It works 24/7. I just mentioned that. It works 24/7. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. So while you are off, daydreaming or doing your work, writing a paper, driving in your car, your subconscious mind is continuously working in the background, performing whatever you have told it to do. So everyone makes up stories. Everyone makes up stories. You know why? Because no one has a perfect memory unless you have this kind of like superpower. Because some people do have picture memories. Some people, you can give them a date and they can tell you what day and what day it falls on, what month it falls on, just without even looking it up, right? But however, you cannot remember every single thing, even from your childhood. So that part of your memory that you do remember about something, you kind of make up little things to surround it, to make it seem right or to make it go together. And you're not doing it on purpose. It's just subconscious mind just working, trying to kind of make it clear for you so you'll be able to remember that memory. And so we make up things. And so when you tell yourself the same story over and over and over again, you end up believing it. And no one can tell you otherwise. No one can say that that didn't happen because you have continuously told yourself this story over and over again. So, what if you tell yourself a different story? You could even make it up. Just tell yourself a different story and keep playing that story. Everything always works out for me. Girlfriend, what are you talking about? We can't do that. Everything always works out for me. That's what you do. You tell yourself a neat story. Okay. So that was number one. It works 24/7. Number two, one of the reasons why your subconscious mind is powerful is because it is responsible for 95% of every single decision that you make. So, if you really feed that subconscious mind all of the good things that you know you are worthy of, and if you don't know, I'm telling you now, you are, right? All the good things that you are worthy of, imagine your subconscious mind is going to start guiding you and making the right decisions and choices for a person who knows that they are worthy of everything. So now all of a sudden you go to work and they keep giving out projects to everybody else, and you used to sit there and think to yourself, well, I'm able to do that. Now all of a sudden you raise your hand and you say, why can't I do it? Well, I would like to do that project without you even thinking. Sometimes you probably even surprise yourself. You will even surprise yourself once you start changing that story that you're telling your subconscious mind. You're going to start acting like the person that you are telling your subconscious mind who you are. So that's number two. It's responsible for 95% of the decisions that you make. So if you know that you continuously are making the wrong decision, or not necessarily wrong, but a decision that just doesn't sit right in your soul, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm going to give y'all a minute because y'all know what I'm talking about. You know it's just not right. However, the story that you have told yourself tells you that, but this is how it's always been. This every time I try to do something, something stops me from doing it. And it comes out immediately. But if you practice working on changing that story, then eventually you're not even going to think that. And even if you do think it, you're going to stop dead in your tracks and say, wait a minute. No, that's no longer my story. I am worthy of all of these things. Okay. And the last one is, now this is a superpower, and I like to talk about this all the time. It's non-linear. So let me tell you what that means by it being non-linear. It means that it has no sense of time. So this is why you can think of something that happened in childhood and it was funny as I don't know what, right? And you laugh with this good childhood friend and y'all are still friends 35 years later, and y'all sit and y'all say, remember that time when so and so was coming out of the classroom and she was carrying a mat and she fell over? Y'all, I'm going to start laughing now because it happened to one of my teachers. Social studies teacher had the map in her hand, was walking, and when I tell you, she went flat over, still holding the map. So two of my friends, we remember that, and we can still sit right here today and okay, I'm sorry, wait a minute. It wasn't funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, y'all. It wasn't funny, okay? But we can sit and we can laugh about that incident just like it just happened, because those feelings and those emotions are attacks, right? So it's nonlinear. So the story that when you tell yourself, I'll never be able to do that, you can just start saying, I'm always able to do whatever I want to do. Affirmations are the I'm going to say the sub key, right? It's a sub key to, you got your subconscious mind. So now you know that it's powerful. So how do you do that? How do you change those stories that you've been telling yourself for so long that keeps you stuck, that keeps you doing the same thing over and over and over again? And so for myself, let me tell you my story. So I mean, I started Weight Watchers at the age of 7 with my mother. And every year I just gained weight. Every single year I was bigger than I was the last summer, getting all the way up to almost 700 pounds, 674 pounds. I'm going to let that sink in for y'all too. Yes. But however, I decided, I had my weight loss surgery over 22 years ago. I lost about 200 pounds. And then I got stuck. I stayed there for 10 long years. Not because I didn't have the surgery, I still had that tool, right? But my mindset kept me from using that tool. My mindset of, I'm never going to be able to be where I want to be. I'm never going to be able to look in the mirror and feel beautiful. I'm never going to be able to walk into any store and buy something to wear. I'm always going to have to order from the big and tall men's clothing catalog, which is where a lot of my clothes came from, because I never believed that I could truly get to a place where I was happy. Okay. And so once I started saying, all right, it's 10 years. My baby was like 8 or 9, I think. And I was like, I can't say I just had a baby no more, y'all. Y'all know that's a good excuse. We can use that for a little bit. But, she was 8 or 9 years. And then a year or two before, I had her, and my daughters are together. So I was pregnant for like 3 years straight. Okay. And so I decided I need to pick this back up. I'm blessed. Some people, they have to pay out of pocket for this surgery. I didn't. My insurance covered it. Okay, so I felt like I was disrespecting God. He gave me this gift in order for me to live the life that I've always have dreamed of. And I decided to get back on track. And I'm telling you, I started with one affirmation. I am disciplined and focused. I have since added on to that affirmation, but that's what I started with. And once I started to do that, because when you tell yourself a different story over and over and over again, it drives your emotions. And then your emotions will drive the action for you to do what you need to do. People make it seem like this manifestation thing, and I'm going to call it a manifestation thing because it's real, okay? But it's not magic. It's not, you think, oh, yeah, I want $100 million and poof, it's going to be there. The magic of manifestation comes in the work, because you finally change the mindset where it's not so hard to get up earlier to do what you need to do. It's not so hard to go to a trainer 3 to 5 days a week and work out. It's not so hard to go plant-based because you're telling yourself, girl, you could do this. You can get up early. As soon as the alarm clock goes off, you can get right up out the bed and go about your way. You don't have to keep pushing that snooze button 25 times. That's where the magic comes in with manifestation. So I wanted to explain that a little bit because a lot of people think that it is like a fluke. People are saying it. I watched The Secret years ago. And let me tell y'all, I was mad as I don't know what when that daggone movie ended. I was like, I'm thinking I'm gonna watch this movie and I want to get some tips and how to, y'all know some people and who I gotta call. So whatever I want, I can get. It did not click for me. And I want to say years ago, I watched The Secret. And then when I started realizing that I am my answer, I determine my outcome. By what I put out into the universe, it comes back to me. I watched it again. And when I tell you with them blinders off and that light bulb was on, I was like, oh my goodness, the answer has been right here within me all along. So use your subconscious mind. I'm not going to keep y'all long. These are going to be like 15, 20-minute little, teachings. I'm just going to be dropping some gems because I don't want to give you too much. Now I'm going to put on my educator's hat. You don't want to teach a skill where it's going to take you, 25, 30, a half an hour to teach. 10, 15 minutes tops, because that's all we're able to kind of learn new information. So I want y'all to take this and I want you to let it marinate tonight. And I want you to come back tomorrow night because we're going to build on this. It's your time now. All you have to do is take it. And I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely doable. It's doable for you. So all the time that you thought that I'm never going to be able to do this, you will be able to do it. But you have to change that sentence. That sentence that I just said, I'll never be able to do this. You need to start saying, everything works out for me. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to do. That's what you need to say to yourself all day, every day. I believe in y'all. Y'all got this. So if you look at my ticker now, for those of you on IG, you're going to need to go to my bio and click on the link in my bio, and then click on for your free affirmation. And you know what? I'm sorry, beautiful people in LinkedIn land. I'm new to LinkedIn, y'all, and I love y'all. I love y'all over there. So, my beautiful people in LinkedIn, I'm going to put the link in the chat so you can then go and get your copy. I have created a guided affirmation track. Go and get your guided affirmation track. So let's say you say to yourself, I don't know how to create an affirmation, because you can't just create any old affirmation. You got to be specific and strategic when you create your affirmations. Now I'm going to put on my vision board expert. I do not play when it comes to vision boards. Vision boards are the key. It's the key to your subconscious mind, and then it just goes on. If you want a transformation, I would never start to do something that I'm saying, okay, you know what, I want to do this without creating a vision board, because it's very important. It's like a map, it's a roadmap, but you got to do it the right way. So, and one of the other things that I use beyond the vision boards is a guided affirmation. So, I'm just going to help y'all out. You don't have to think of any affirmations. These are general affirmations. And when you download the audio track, you're going to hear me say the affirmation, and then you're just going to repeat it. So I want you to listen to it every morning when you wake up, and there's a science to that, and every night before you go to bed. So when you lay down in the bed, put your headphones on or have it out loud, your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, both of y'all can say them together. It is a starting point, especially if you're over 32, because your personality is not set until you're 32. But boy, oh boy, after 32, you know they say you can't teach your old dog new tricks. That's not true. It's not true. It's just going to take a little bit longer for you to change those unwanted habits. And affirmations is something that can help you do that. So go and download your affirmation. And I will see y'all back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, let me tell y'all now, I'm gonna have my same get up on. I got my little shirt on. I love my shirt. It makes me feel absolutely cute, curvy, confident. So yes, so meet me here again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Let me apologize to my TikTok people. Look, I ain't even gonna front with y'all. I couldn't get it to work. I tried. Look, I got I it's right here. It wouldn't work. I had my phone right here for Instagram. I got my computer for Facebook and LinkedIn. And then I was going to use my little mini iPad for TikTok. And TikTok just wasn't acting right. So I think I'm going to have to go over there, because that's not right to them. I'm going to go over there after this, and I'm going to mingle with my TikTok people. But I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a beautiful night. Please go and download your affirmation track now, because you can listen to it tonight before you go to sleep. When you get in the bed, turn it on, listen to it. It's only, I want to say it's 8 affirmations on it. So not going to be listening to it for 60 minutes, probably 5, 6, 7 minutes tops, according to how long it will take you to repeat after me. But you guys got this. I love y'all. Have a beautiful night. And thank you for joining me. See you guys. All right, Instagram.